Kashmir have clashed with protesters demanding subsidies on food and electricity.
When you hear about Azad Kashmir on TV, what do you see? Beautiful valleys, flowing rivers, travel blogs. But behind this beauty, something is boiling. For the past few weeks, Azad Jammu and Kashmir has been on the streets. Protests, clashes, and even casualties. Why? What are the people demanding? And why is this protest different from the past? Let's understand the full story. This is not the first protest in Azad Kashmir. In November 2023, a massive protest broke out. The reasons: expensive wheat, high electricity, water shortages. It turned violent, clashes, stone pelting, police actions. Eventually, Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif announced a subsidy of $83 million to reduce prices. The protest ended for some time. The protesters, organized under the Joint Awami Action Committee (JAAC), released a 38-point charter of demands. Let me highlight the main ones. Number 1. End VIP culture, cut down lavish expenses in foreign trips of ministers. Number 2. Abolish double taxation. Number 3. Ensure transparency and accountability for corruption cases. Number 4. Subsidies on wheat, electricity, and healthcare. Number 5. Quality education, fair water distribution, minimum wage enforcement. Number 6. Stop land grabbing. And number 7. Abolish 12 reserved seats in AJK Assembly. Now, why are protesters demanding to abolish 12 reserved seats in Azad Jammu and Kashmir Assembly? Out of 53 seats in AJK Assembly, 12 are reserved for refugees who migrated from India in 1947 and 1965. These seats were symbolic, but protesters claim they are now misused for horse trading and power games. That's why abolishing these 12 seats has become the biggest demand. So how did the government react? The federal government in Islamabad, led by Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, initially showed interest in talks. He sent two ministers, Amir Maqam and Tariq Fazal Chaudhry, to negotiate with JAAC leaders in Muzaffarabad. Talks went on for 13 hours. The government agreed to most points but rejected two: ending VIP privileges and abolishing reserved seats. That was the breaking point. Negotiations failed and protest turned violent. Meanwhile, the Azad Kashmir government accused Awami Action Committee of being funded by India, but these allegations were never proven. At the same time, Awami Action Committee argues that funds are misused by the elite, while ordinary people get nothing. This is not just an Azad Kashmir issue. It reflects a wider problem in Pakistan's governance. When politics does not solve problems, people take to the streets. And when those protests aren't heard, they turn violent. The people of Azad Jammu and Kashmir are not demanding luxuries. They are asking for transparency, accountability, and dignity. If ignored, these protests will return again and again. If addressed, they could strengthen democracy in one of the most sensitive regions of South Asia. What do you think? Are these protests justified, or are they being exploited for politics? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more deeper dives into South Asian politics.